The guitar player I want to talk about in today's video is one that I've seen gaining in popularity over the past decade. But still, a lot of guitar players have never really heard of him, or maybe if you did, you never took real notice of. The band wasn't around for a very long time and could be considered a one-hit wonder. Most people will only recognize their hit single All Right Now, and the most famous band member was singer Paul Rodgers. But Free was much more than that song or their soon-to-become more famous lead vocalist Paul Rodgers. They were an amazing band with a one-of-a-kind guitarist that unfortunately wasn't around for very long. That's why in today's episode I want to talk about Paul Kossoff.
Smiling from my head to her feet. I said, hey, what is this, now, baby? Maybe she's in need of a kiss. I said, hey, what's your name, baby? Maybe we can see things the same. Now don't you wait, or hesitate. Let's move before they raise the pocket rate. All right now, baby, it's all right now. All right now, baby, it's all right now. Now wait a minute.
As a guitar player, he wasn't as fast and technical as some of his peers. Next to the fact that I don't think that speed and technical ability have anything to do with how good of a guitar player you are, it mostly made him and his playing style different than other blues-based players at the time. His playing was much more on par with the groove of the bass guitar. And that's no coincidence because the bass player wrote a lot of the riffs. Yet you still have to have the right feel to do it this well, and you still have to find the right chord voicings to actually enhance the song. But his lead playing was full of commitments, seemingly simple licks played with so much passion and determination, culminating in the wild vibrato he was known for. He took his time to tell a story with his solos with a grit and groove like no one else did, being the best example of doing less is more in the best way possible. One other aspect that made him stand out was his amazing guitar sound. In my opinion, Paul Kossoff had one of the best guitar sounds of all time, and he had that almost consistently. Whether you listen to Free or his solo project Backstreet Crawler, you could always recognize him for his playing, but especially for his sound. And the core of his sound is actually pretty simple and not very different from what his contemporaries were using. A Gibson Les Paul through a Marshall Plexi head going into multiple 4x12 cabinets loaded with greenbacks. The only notable thing is that he used greenbacks made for bass guitar. Besides this, he didn't seem to rely on anything else. No wah, no fuzzes, no nonsense. Just like his playing style, his tone was made by the same less is more principle. Although you could argue that the amount of wattage and speaker doesn't exactly qualify as less. Yet it was a simple rig making a huge sound.
Get out of here, man, before I lose, man. Mr. Pig, you better watch out. Hey.
Because Free never reached these same levels of fame as other bands of their time, they often get overlooked. And in doing so, Paul Kossoff never became a more prominent guitar player back then. By passing away at the young age of 25, he never had the chance to become a more prominent guitar player of the 70s. I think he's an essential guitar player of the British blues explosion, and for the reasons I mentioned and many more, I think you should check him out if you've never truly done so. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll see you next time.